All right, we are back with the Burning Wheel. Hello, how's everybody doing? Oh, look, we have
Awesome.
another person joining us.
Yay.
Hey, Trevor.
And
Another
apparently Connor's
person.
gone.
Yeah, unless you're not a
What?
person.
Who's
Are you a
that?
robot?
Oh, me? Oh, yeah, because Twitch and stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
Got it.
All right, so, we'll be introducing Trevor's character shortly, but, yeah, it doesn't look like Connor's actually there at the moment, so, that's fine. We can pop over to Dylan, Alphonse, and Antonius again. What are you guys up to? Talking to nuns, I think.
I am questioning this abbess on what this allegation of heresy was, because I still haven't gotten an answer for that. I've been told by my colleagues that there was allegations. I'm curious as to your defense.
Okay,
Clearly you've convinced Alphonse that you're innocent, and he looks her up and down, he's like, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, she looks very confused, and she says, heresy? No, Holy Knight, of course not. I would never...
He has the most annoyed look on his face ever, and he just looks at Alphonse and he's like, are you kidding me? This is what you call investigating?
Alphonse,
She doesn't even know? She doesn't even know?
What? Why would she say that? I already told her that she was investigated for that. Already gave her the whole spiel, Caleb.
No, yeah, but she's, like, still confused. She says, like, Listen, I am not a heretic.
It wasn't like she didn't know what she was hearing, it was that she doesn't know what I'm supposed to be talking about, like, no, she's not. Because I got the impression she meant, like, wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I get you. And I look over at Antonius and I'm like, where did you get that information from?
I'm trying to remember myself. This was.
It was Cantarius randomly hearing people talking in the marketplace. That's what all of this came out of.
That's true.
And then he interrogated the blacksmith.
No, not about that.
So, Antonius,
That
what do you
was
say to
an
me?
awesome encounter.
What do you say to me, Antonius?
I'm gonna say Kentar. Yeah, give me a minute to compose it. It's late and words.
No, you're fine.
That's
Trust
fine.
me, I understand. I had the same problem yesterday.
That was every conversation for David yesterday.
I forgot every word that I've ever known.
It was so funny.
Yeah, Cantarius. Rather than actually using words this time, I'm just going to sort of generalize and let Caleb fill him in because I'm feeling lazy. But,
No, that's fine. Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
generically blame it on Cantarius.
Basically, what happened is Cantarius went into the
Cantarius
marketplace
got
to
the
do
intel
some
in.
like eavesdropping, and he overheard some people talking about how the abbess like goes into the marketplace and like preaches sometimes. Most recently in the last few weeks or so, and she doesn't speak anything heretical. Nothing. We haven't gotten the inclination that anything she's preached about has been heretical, but it's kind of heretical for a woman to be teaching anyone. Just slightly. Like, it's not like... it's not like you're going to be killed for it or whatever, but it's definitely frowned upon. And that is the only thing they know, and that's
His
why
knuckles are
how
so white on
all
his
of
sword.
this has started.
So white. He just shakes his head. And he looks at the abbess and is like, I apologize. And then, no.
I'm here because a girl was dying. I'm not here to find heretics. This whole thing blew up before I got here.
I can't even right now. Oh, alright. Now, I look at it and I'm like, okay.
Dylan.
Wait, so, has anybody said anything to indicate that there were more? You said that there were people shooting at you, so I know there's more people back there, right? More enemies? Right, Jared?
Oh, what? Sorry. Yes.
You said that there were people in the building shooting arrows at you and stuff, so we know there's more people back there?
Well, I mean, they were outside firing arrows in. But yeah,
Okay,
there were
well,
a lot of arrows.
Alright, so I look at the abbess and like, are all of your people accounted for? Or
There
I mean,
are still
you know.
people back in that
No,
building.
yeah, she says no. We just got as many as we could. I believe that there were more of my brethren in the further into the building,
Wouldn't
but
that
we
be-
couldn't get to them.
It's like, oh my goodness. All right. I mean, we can't just leave them to die. He's like, well, I
No,
guess that means we're
we
going
can.
back. No, we can't.
Is the doctor?
For once,
is
I
there-
agree with Dylan.
Is this group just all nuns, or is
Yeah, it's
I
all
mean
nuns.
all nuns, Alphonse? So the doctor's probably.
Actually, it's all nuns, and the doctor's actually here too. I forgot about that. Yeah, he would have been in that room.
Okay, so
Okay,
Alan
well-
Antonius is going to. We need to bring him. Because at this point, lots of stuff's been going on,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, you need to come with us. We need
It
to
might
bring
be
him back
dangerous.
to treat
Shouldn't-
Maddie. And I'm not thinking that far ahead.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think the doctor like cuts you off at that point. He's like, no, there could be still
Well-
more bandits out there. They're gonna shoot me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that in character. I was like, I mean, shouldn't he probably go with them? Like, it might be dangerous.
Good point.
Okay.
We
is
need to
there a-
hurry.
There's not. Okay.
I don't know who else is up in that building, but there's a girl up there, and she's dying from asphyxiation from magical smoke.
Oh man, the foreshadowing is ripe with this one.
I'm just like.
I
what
don't
does
know
he
who
have-
else is in that building. Oh look, we have a new character to introduce.
I'm like, what is he supposed to do about magical smoke?
Eat
More
it.
than me.
I think,
Don't
yeah, I
put
think
him
I think he
on.
kind of raises his hand. And is like, yeah, I don't really think I could do much about magical smoke. I mean, I don't really know what you're talking about.
He says like, I didn't think so, and he points to he looks at the abbess and he's like, get everyone to that tower back there, assuming you don't think that's a dangerous place to be, and we'll go see about the rest of your people. And ours, because no one has any idea where Cantarius is somehow.
And
Somehow.
yeah, so yeah, they go ahead and head
And
off.
last
and-
I saw Cantarius, he had just helped me pull a girl from a bunch of magical smoke, and
I've been a good guy.
And didn't asphyxiate any of you?
No,
You're pointing from the
they
front.
succeeded on their health tests.
Oh, okay.
no,
So,
she
yeah.
tripped and it's like it billowed out of the forge and was kind of hanging on the ground like
okay.
like magical smoke does. Not doesn't go up, it goes down, and she tripped and fell face first into it.
Yeah,
What happened to his staff?
it's fine. Nothing happened to it.
We threw it in the quench tank, and that's the last I've seen of it. That's the last
Yep.
I care to see of it right now.
His staff let out poisonous smoke and you just left it in his forge.
No,
I threw it in the quench tank.
and then it was fine. It didn't have any smoke come pouring out of it anymore.
Right. But you
Big
just left it
big
there.
trough. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
you
No,
left it there.
no, Cantarius
It's
took
a
it out. Cantarius took it out again.
girl. Cantarius is responsible for what he does with
Cantarius
his
has the staff, I believe,
I
right
just-
now.
You said you threw it in a trough and then you said you left. I didn't get the part where you took it. It's like, why would you leave that there?
Cantarius took it again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
no, we didn't.
Alright,
It's not
then-
tainting the entire world right now. We're good.
I was gonna say, I was like, I mean, what if
You
someone just
you
grabs
look
it?
back at the city and there's just green smoke everywhere.
Even listens back at the city, and you somehow can hear the smoke.
I can zoom
Anyways.
the map in and out.
Yeah.
So Dylan starts to ride back
Oh.
towards the nunnery, and Josh, Antonius is on my horse, so if he doesn't want to go, he's gonna have to jump
No,
off.
no.
I can draw things
Go
on the
faster.
map too.
Oh, wait, I jump on your horse as well.
No, you don't.
He attempts to, and then the horse like scoots up a bit, and Alphonse just falls on his
No,
face.
I'm just gonna use power and shove him back onto the ground.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think we would have let him on the horse. I mean, there's not enough room.
Mhm.
It's a war horse. It's probably not designed to have
I mean,
3 people
it's-
sitting on it.
I'm probably more weight than it's carried in a while.
That's true. How much does your
So-
character weigh?
Quite a bit.
Approximately.
More than yours.
I
More
don't know
than
how-
yours.
well,
Even
I mean-
fully armored, I would guess. But
I am wearing armor. Are you wearing armor?
No.
I am not. But I'm just very.
Wait, more than
tired.
me wearing armor?
Well,
I mean, I do have
Don't know, I
2
guess.
power and 3 fort, so
Oh,
I'm probably not
You
very.
guys can see that stuff.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah.
can see it.
Thanks.
yeah.
All right, yeah. So I start running back, and I'm like, yeah, I assume the abbess takes everyone to the tower.
Yeah, they head off to the tower, including the doctor. So
Okay.
yeah. So I'm curious, Trevor. What do you think would be a good way to open with your character, given his backstory and stuff?
I don't know what. So there's a fire happening. That's what I'm gathering.
No, there was some sort of like magical smoke happening earlier, but that's all taken care of now. It's
Yeah, it's all
right now the abbey is under attack by a bunch of archers and stuff, and then various thugs. And I know that you guys are
much bigger than I thought.
Yeah, I know that you guys are tracking. I know that you were tracking these people down, and you might have gotten to the city like tonight and like heard all of the commotion over at the nunnery or whatever, or gotten wind of it from the guards because they've started to get wind of it now because of Dellen, and maybe head over after that. So
Wait, whose fault is it this time?
Sure.
Not Cantarius? That's what I like to hear.
All right, so yeah,
How do you erase things?
you just kind of like you go to the
You can't,
the
it's
regular
permanent.
no.
Oh.
You go to the regular cursor. I'm not even gonna look on the rest of the map. You go to the cursor, just the regular cursor, and then you drag over it, and then press delete.
Oh man.
Cursor, drag over. Press delete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and cut over back to Cantarius again.
Yeah.
You were figuring out what you were gonna do with these people.
Yep.
So.
I tell the lady that I scared first, I tell her
Uh-huh.
to pick up all of the weapons and bring them all to me.
How are you gonna know if she does that?
Magical hearing.
Very good point.
Though to be fair, she probably just assumes that you have evil magical demon eyes. So.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's a possibility.
A demon that does all your seeing for you.
Yeah.
A seeing eye
Do you want to say that then?
Yeah.
Okay. I think yeah.
Service demon.
You hear a couple of bows like clang on the ground next to you, and then you hear her say, "All right. What else?"
All of the weapons.
And then you hear a couple of like knives skitter to the ground.
And I look
Connor,
specifically at one
go ahead
person
and make
there
a
in my eyes.
go ahead and make a hearing test for me.
Okay.
Does he need to have the magical hearing version of it, or should he make a hearing and then do a perception?
That's what I just do a magical hearing
Okay,
because that's what he would be using in the situation.
fair enough. What?
Any modifiers?
I don't know if you would have some.
Dang, son.
Whoa.
Got a boy.
Wow, nice. Okay, so you hear that the older gentleman is sneaking up towards you.
All right.
And
Waste him.
and he has a knife in his hand. He's gonna try to like kill you, and no one else is stopping him.
Batman him.
And he's sneaking up behind me, correct?
Yeah. He's attempting to anyway.
Can I do this? But before I like attempt this, I want to know like if how plausible this would be. If before he like is about to stab, I turn and throw the kid at him.
Oh yeah, that's definitely plausible.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
can totally do
So yeah, I wait until I know he's about to stab. I turn and throw the kid at him, pick up my staff, and I do the little thing like.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But I have all of the weapons, right, except for that one knife.
Yeah.
All right, so that mano, let's go.
Okay, so I think what happens is the kid gets stabbed in the gut.
Oh,
What?
Connor.
I mean, that's the obvious conclusion
No,
of this.
I was not trying to do that.
I know,
like, when
Connor.
he
I
raises his
I
arm-
know you weren't trying to, but that's what happened.
You should have him make like a reflexes check.
Yeah,
or
make me
something,
make
see
some
if
sort
he
of
can-
check,
No,
or
not
make
you.
him make a have
Yeah,
him
the
make some sort
guy.
of check.
See if he can keep it from stabbing the kid.
Why are you trying to have me harm children?
Because that's
To be
how
fair,
you
you're
play
putting
Bernie
yourself in those
Wheel.
positions.
What? No,
Okay.
he made it a kid. I can't see.
No, Connor. When you said I throw it at him, the first thing I thought you were trying to do was to get him to stab the kid instead. You waited specifically until he was about to stab, to the point of no return.
Yeah, like that was really obvious.
I thought that was what you were trying to do.
2 successes. I didn't
Maybe
really set
have
an
Connor
obstacle.
make a roll. See who
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
Go ahead and make a agility roll. I think, then Connor. Yeah,
Okay.
against his 2 successes.
And then if you succeed, he dies.
No, if you succeed, then he won't. All right. So it's a tie. You have a fate point though. You could re-roll that 6.
Or we could just do
Well, because his reflex is just to wait to the
Traits.
last second. So if he does well, then that means he waited to the last second, and then that means the other guy won't have a chance to not stab him, right?
But tie goes to the defender in this case, and the defender is the guy being thrown at.
That's true. So
um.
I guess it depends on how you want the success to work.
Yeah, I think if Connor succeeds, then the guy doesn't
can I
get
call on
stabbed.
Dreadful to make it hesitate long enough so that it's not has the tiebreaker.
I mean, if
But
he
doesn't
hesitated,
this guy
wouldn't
not
this
particularly
might
care
save
about
it?
the kid?
Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, I don't think he does. That's the thing. Yeah, like that's kind of what I was banking on. Is
Oh, okay.
so
mean,
yeah,
usually he
I'm
stabs him,
Connor.
he stabs him.
Unless you want to spend a fate point and reroll that 6, I'm just gonna see if the kid gets stabbed.
All right, I'm gonna reroll it then.
I mean, it won't technically be your fault. You didn't do it on purpose. It's all good.
Yeah, just like
I
my
have a
sister,
coin
didn't
that forgives
technically do it on
sins.
purpose.
It's okay.
Okay, so
I
I
got
just
you covered.
roll 1d6.
We lost Trevor's camera, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
fine.
I
He went away real
Oh.
quick. Okay,
5.
yeah, you succeeded. So
Nice.
so the kid doesn't get stabbed. So it looks like that's what happened, and the kid kind of like freaks out a bit, but then he just falls to the ground, and then he's fine. Like he just thought he
Okay,
was gonna be
so
stabbed.
instead of doing this, I'm going to use that as a time to strike him. And I'm gonna use my staff, and staff is for brawling, right?
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have him make a steel test then.
Caleb,
Okay.
Yeah,
doesn't he
what's
get a
up?
minus for being blind to the agility test?
You know, that's actually a really good
Because
point.
he does. No, well, hang on.
Okay.
That was a
Hang on,
magical hearing test,
Oh,
wasn't
Hang
it?
on, though. Magical hearing
True.
test, right?
That's
Yeah, but I
true.
succeeded my
He's
hearing.
also
Yeah.
with
Exactly.
spatial awareness. He knows the guy's behind him trying
That's fine.
to stab
Okay,
him.
that's fine. Yeah, we'll just
Okay.
let.
Throw
let's let the
something
roll
at
stand as
a
it is.
large object without needing to
Yeah.
necessarily. do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Plus, he got a 5, so yeah, I think he's probably okay.
Okay.
Okay, so-
I appreciate the attempt, Jared.
Let's see.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
What am I rolling
Yeah,
here?
Connor, I'm not purposely trying to make you
Steel?
kill a kid or anything.
Steel. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I don't want to be the only scumbag.
Oh, don't worry, you're not the only scumbag.
All right. 1 success. So
You're the teabag amongst prison mates.
yeah, he failed his steel roll.
If it makes you feel any
so,
better, my
yeah.
character has a secret lover that nobody knows about.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's on his character sheet.
Well, I mean,
Cool.
I have like 40.
I mean, yeah, but my character is a hypocrite for having that. So at least your character doesn't condemn other people for doing it.
Yeah. So Cantarius, go ahead and strike this guy because he's
Wow, he's flipping out.
he failed his steel test, so he's just standing there drooling.
Standing and drooling
Yep.
like a boss.
Let's go ahead and make. Unfortunately, you don't have a cudgel, or rather staff as a skill, so you just basically make a
Wait,
brawling test.
You're a staff fighter and you don't have a staff?
No, he's not a staff fighter. Basically, what that means, Connor, is you just kind of like knock out, drag out, like punch, kick, bite, pull hair, like anything. You're just a dirty fighter, and you can use the staff to do that, but you're not like using it as a trained warrior would with a weapon. You're just like whacking him.
So
It's
my
baseball.
roll is brawling, and
Yeah.
I'm using a staff.
Yeah, you're using a staff.
So
Yep.
the
Okay,
difference
that's what I wanna know.
between slapping somebody with a stick versus hitting them with a bow staff.
Yes, exactly.
No.
Yeah. So instead of using leverage, she's just batting them in the head.
Yep.
I guess it's sort of leverage, but
And I'm forking in anatomy. What?
how do you use anatomy when you can't see? Like, I mean, you can't hear where their body parts are. Like,
Yeah, I can.
Well, you
I
just
mean,
kind of
maybe their
feel.
arms.
I think it's like you can just feel in like the.
he just grabs her chest and he's like, "Wait a second, I'm looking for it." Bam.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's one of
Um,
those. I mean, he can safely assume that the legs are on the bottom and the head's on top.
Right, but I mean, pressure points are hard enough to hit when you can see them. 'Cause
So
people move.
I think what that means, Connor, is I'm just gonna give you a free hit on the guy at like a normal level. So go ahead and what's your power?
Okay.
I'm gonna change my sword
Power
skill to a
is-
superhero.
3.
3. Okay. So this guy, I don't really have a character sheet for him, but let's look here. Oh,
I'm gonna roll my new sword skill.
you know what? I think I do have a character sheet for him. Wait, what?
That's my new sword skill.
No, it's not.
What's it called?
Deadpool.
I mean, yeah. Okay,
Jared.
so
Jared,
What?
check out my new sword skill. I just rolled it.
Yes. You have
so
double katanas? What?
I wish. I do. Did I take that girl's swords? No, I didn't. I didn't have it where to put them.
no.
Darn
Yeah.
it. Ah. That makes me sad.
What am I rolling? Oh, I'm looking at the combat
Probably.
section. Okay, so unfortunately a 3 is just a bruised, so nothing happens. So basically what happens is you know what? Yeah, because you actually just got a free shot at him, I'm going to say it's a superficial, so even though that's a B4, but that's fine. Okay, so basically what happened is like you knocked him across the
Well, his intent was to knock him out, right? I assume.
Yeah.
Your
That was
intent
just a
was to
straight
knock
roll,
him out? Well, this is the thing, like, I don't know what to roll against that, then. I don't know what his ob
I think
is.
health. I think they do health for like just resisting being taken out. They've rolled health. At least that's what he did when Rooster stabbed that guard, and he's like, well, he's gonna get stabbed, but we want to see if he dies. They rolled health.
Okay,
So I assume
sure.
you use that.
That's fine.
I
Yep,
imagine.
I'll roll a health. So you got 2 successes, Connor, and I'm going to roll a health in response to that for him.
Okay.
Yeah, he succeeded. So, yeah.
Dang, son.
Basically, what I'm going to
Six
say
health.
then, yeah, is he gets a superficial wound. So you hit him, but like he took the hit a lot better than you thought he was going to.
Man.
So yeah, he just has a superficial wound. So yeah, now it's a knockout drag out fight. So
right. We
unfortunately,
bust through the door and we murder them all. Right?
you know what? I think this is what happens. I think you hit him and like he slides across the floor or whatever, and like he gets up like pretty immediately. Like he's trained at this, and he actually he looks at the pile of weapons, and he sees his sword there, and he's looking at it, and he kind of looks at you, and you know that he's gonna go for it, kind of a thing. But what happens is
Wait. He can't see it?
I think you
Magical
can. Okay.
hearing.
Yeah, man, it's so hard to
hears where
describe
his
things
eyes
to a
go?
blind. So I think what happens, Connor, he's facing you and he's tensed, and I think you can tell that he's gonna try to attack you or go for a weapon. You're not sure, but
Okay.
yeah, he's faced because you're like in behind. You're in front of the pile of weapons. So, but I think what actually happens is the door behind you opens, and in steps Sergio.
Nice.
Hi, how's it going?
Is that what you say?
I guess so.
So-
I don't
so
know.
yeah, you-
Wait, what's going on?
Yeah,
right now?
you see a room full of like people in like dark clothing, like leather armor or whatever, and there's a blind guy with a staff facing off against like a guy in his 30s who looks like pretty leanly
Fugly
muscled,
Big
and
fugly.
yeah, he looks fugly. He has like a 5 o'clock shadow.
That's so good. Is that like a combination of fugly and like a thug?
Yeah. But yeah, see,
Sure,
they're facing
sure,
they're
that's what
facing
that
each
combo
other. They're facing each other, and there's the blind guy is in front of a pile of weapons, like
Did he see
bows
the
and
blind-
knives and a sword.
Caleb,
Yeah, what?
did he see the hog-tied thugs, the dead guard, or the bleeding out guard and the dead nun on his way in?
Probably.
Or did he come in through the side wall where Cantarius came?
No, I'm pretty sure he came through the front door. So you've seen you've heard about the unconscious guard from the other guards. You saw the dead nun in like the courtyard or whatever, and another thug who's dead, and a bunch of knocked out thugs who were in the middle of the courtyard. So
Just to let you know,
Oh,
I had
I
no
should have been a
part in
grave
this.
digger. That would have come in handy here.
it really would.
What was it?
Yeah.
Caleb. Wasn't the guy dead in the middle of the courtyard? Wasn't he one of the guards?
Yes, he was one of the guards,
You'd
but I
say-
don't think Sergio would have recognized him. So.
Yeah, he
Oh,
wasn't
so
in
he-
uniform.
right.
Building
Right, so
is
he
this?
just looks like thugs.
Yeah.
I only. It's this one here
But yeah.
on the
Okay.
right.
The big, is it like a castle or something?
It's a
It's
nunnery.
a nunnery.
A nunnery.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah.
It's actually isn't the technical term a convent, but we keep
Convent,
calling it
yeah.
a nunnery.
Yeah, it's a
Probably, yeah.
We've also been calling it an abbey, so any of
That's
those
true.
terms apply, I guess. But yeah, so you also see like a woman and a couple other men and women, basically like without weapons, just kind of like tensed, like looking at this showdown that's happening. And then you see a teen male like sprawled on the ground, like shaking, like what's happening? So yeah, that's what you
Totally
see when you walk in.
traumatized. Totally traumatized. Did he also see the couple with their asphyxiating daughter in the courtyard?
No,
Or
he didn't.
Were they
He
in
did
the
not
corner?
see them.
Ah, so they succeeded with their stealth roll. Excellent.
Well, I think they just hid in one of the shacks at this point.
Same diff. Same
Yeah.
diff.
But yeah, so what do you say, Sergio, as you walk in? You know that you've been sent to find these Crow Inquisitors, and you probably have been given descriptions of all of them. So a blind guy probably fits that description pretty well. But yeah, so you heard all about this nunnery stuff that was happening, but from the guards, and so yeah, you decided to check it out. So
Wait, blind guy? So is the blind guy one of you guys?
yep, that's
Yep.
Cantarius.
I'm
That's
looking for-
Connor's character.
That's me.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
blind.
Interesting. Well, you all seem to be a ragtag. I don't know.
Only Connor is there. Everyone else is the thugs.
Oh, it's just Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
the thugs. Yeah.
I mean, you might assume that
Oh.
we're all.
You might.
that
Well.
us.
Yeah.
Wait, and then there's just random thugs everywhere.
Yeah,
Why are
So
they
you-
in a nunnery?
because they're jerks.
Ah,
No, that's actually a really good question. I have no idea. I haven't asked them. I'm too busy killing them.
yeah.
I mean, you could probably just ask what's going on. I mean, they did just wreck a nunnery. There's at least 2 dead people and 3 unconscious people outside. So
Yeah.
there's also a pool of weapons around this guy's feet. So
And a shattered stained glass window in the entryway.
what's going on is probably an apt introduction, especially
No,
for an
I
inquisitor.
walk in. Someone needs to make a confession.
perfect, perfect.
Sweet.
So what does Sergio look like? What do we see when the camera kind of like focuses on his face? He's 41, so he's getting up there.
Oh, I'm not the oldest guy anymore.
Yeah, you're
Dang
not.
it.
Nope.
You and your
I am the
thinker.
elder. Respect me.
You beat out my master craftsman by 1 year.
Yeah, well, he was a thinker. He went out in the wilderness for 15 years and thought about philosophy. So
They're ridiculous.
I made better stuff though.
I don't know. I guess just like a
Some of us have
if you
picked
could somehow
actors. If
make
that helps.
Serragon and Pope Francis into a 40-ish year old
nice.
looking dude.
Very nice.
A mix between Aragorn and Pope Francis and a 40-year-old man.
I need to look up what Pope Francis
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah, I need to look up what that.
Kindly old man.
I don't know what a combination of him and Aragorn
Yeah, I
would
really
look like.
don't.
Yeah.
We should just go with Aragorn and then make him old. Old Aragorn.
Let's see.
Is he bald then?
He's pretty old right now.
He's bald then, Trevor?
Oh yeah, you're tonsured, aren't you? Why is he wearing pink?
Is
Oh, that's
there like a
terrifying.
tonsure for your world's
Um,
monkery?
it can be something different, yeah, because you're a monk, not a holy
Yeah.
knight. So
Only knights are tonsured. That's what I am. But the monks are probably
the
different.
monk tonsured is a different thing, probably. It might be
I
at
guess
least.
I'd wear the hair however the monk people do.
How is that? I mean, you can make it up. How do they?
You
How
should
do?
make it really long, scraggly.
Do they have? Do they have like braids? Like some sort of like Nazarite braids or something like that? Like
That would be interesting. Well, I guess I don't know anything about the religion.
Braided
Though. It would be
mustache.
tied into that somehow.
Braided mustache.
think of
Braided
like
mustache.
think of like
a really long mustache, like wrapped around your ears and then tied in a.
Oh, goodness.
Trevor, think of the
Okay.
religion as a mix of like the Greek pantheon, ancient Israelite, like Judaism, and Catholicism, like a weird hybrid of all three of those.
That sounds confusing.
Okay.
So sort of
what are the
monopolytheistic.
Yeah, exactly.
What are the main symbols, like visual symbols?
It's
An
almost
incomplete,
circle.
yeah, an incomplete circle. So it's like a circle that almost finishes but doesn't quite. That's the symbol of the great god. And then other like the patron saints all have symbols tied to like what their aspects are, like like the goddess of water and so on and so forth. Like.
So then maybe it's like a normal tonsure, but with a total split about 3 fingers wide at the forehead.
Oh wow! No, that's totally what it is. Yeah. It's that ring of
Could be,
hair,
yeah.
except it's incomplete at the front.
Ah, nice.
Is that what the what would the difference be between the knights and I was
The holy
thinking
knights are
actually-
totally bald and they have a tattoo.
Yeah, they have a tattoo of that. They have a
Okay.
tattoo of the incomplete circle on their head. But yeah, I think the monks probably have that like ring of hair that's incomplete.
Okay.
So then
I
the
was-
Pope guy's crown would
Yeah.
be also
Like a
split
circlet.
at the forehead.
Yeah, or a
Yeah,
crown,
yeah.
something like that.
So is it that kind of thing where they have like that weird loop of hair, or is it just like full hair and then one part of it's just like shaved?
I think I like that better actually, because that
Because
gives
the
it
ring
a,
of hair looks kind of funny, but I feel like
Yeah.
a normal haircut just with like a shave down the side would be kind of cool.
yeah. I think I like that.
Yeah, that would work better.
Let's do that. So you have kind of long hair then? Because you've been
Yeah,
out in the
longish,
wilderness,
long
yeah.
We could also still pull Aragorn with that. So
Hmm.
I'm really pulling for that. That sounds like a fun idea. Say,
All right, cool. So yeah, that's what it
Plus-
looks like.
you picked the Strider life path, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Of course.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he looks like.
If you
Yeah.
have the Strider life path, are you good with the bow?
Yep. He has.
There's
skills
like
with it.
40 of them in his feet. You should grab one and shoot all of them.
That's true. There are several bows.
All of them at the same time. Knock all of the arrows
Yeah.
all at once.
He just sprouts glowing hands and just grabs like 10 arrows or 10 bows. Like, screw Legolas. I got this.
That still only counts as one.
I
Uh-oh.
lost Trevor's mic.
There goes Trevor.
Trevor!
I think
He just
I-
There goes another one.
There's just a white puff of smoke.
There goes another one.
All of his atoms just start bubbling apart. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, okay, so like the I think the shot cuts then at that point where he says, it looks like someone needs to make a
Someone
confession.
needs to make a confession.
So yeah, let's come back to Della, Cantarius, and Antonius here. Let's go ahead and say that Theo went with the nuns.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
that makes
idea.
it really easy for us.
Well, someone needs
He's
they need
kind
someone who
of
can
he's
fight.
kind of
so.
starstruck by that abbess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say he'd defend her no matter what. We're sending her off by herself, and he's a decent fighter, though he is messed up.
So there's a bunch of thugs and then Connor.
Yep.
Standing
Yep.
there.
hmm
Okay. Yeah, well, I guess I'd pick up a bow if they're down there.
I
Okay.
think there's a
Or if
buff
there's
dude in
one
between you and
within
him,
reach.
technically.
Or well,
What?
wouldn't I have mine actually?
Yeah, you
Probably
would.
Dual wield bow. Pull the drawstring with my teeth.
No, you have little hooks. You have little hooks.
So
built in right
do you
here,
just grab your
thing.
bow
Oh
out
yeah,
then?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you just grab your bow out then?
Yeah.
Okay, who do you point it at?
So there's a weird blind guy calling,
Hey,
and he's like,
Weird's an apt description.
is like,
Don't tell him that.
how is everyone positioned right now?
There's you in the door, so you're in the door here, wherever that is, or maybe inside. Then there's a buff guy, and there's Cantarius, and then there's like, how many actual people?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and like draw this
wait,
right
I'm an actual person.
right
Is that what you're
here.
saying?
So
Okay.
And you or the buff guy, or
so this is the room.
You're all drowning.
You're coming from like, so like say this is the door right here. You're like right here, and then Cantarius is like here, and then this is the other guy right there. The pile of weapons is right here, and I should go to the roll screen so everybody can see this. Pile of weapons is right here, and the teen is like right here. Yeah, thank you for
You're
that.
welcome.
He's right. Yeah, the teen's like right there, and then the other people are like scattered across the room over here.
Wait, the team?
Yeah, the teen. The
Teen, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. The teen's right here, and you just came in the door. So
Okay. I don't know. Would any of them stand out as a priority target? Otherwise, I'll just.
it would depend. I mean, like, what is your like kind of situation here? Like, what do you want to? What are your priorities? Do you want to like help Cantarius because he's one of the Inquisitors, or like you want to figure out the
I mean, I
situation
guess
first?
So. I don't really know why I'm here at this moment, as far as.
I mean, yeah. Basically, what happened is you got into town. You know that you're supposed to keep an eye on the Crow Inquisitors here, and that you have to help make sure that they do their job in finding and killing the heretics the way that the church would want them to. Yeah, so you got wind of this whole thing happening in the nunnery, and then headed over to the convent to check it out, and then you come across this scene. So, you've also passed through a room at this point that's filled with like there's a few nuns dead with arrows in them. In,
Great.
like the foyer area. So that's happened.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of people to try intimidating. I doubt that would work.
Well, they already dropped all their weapons and stuff. Connor already intimidated a bunch
did
of
they?
them. Yeah,
Oh.
only the guy in between you and Connor is armed. He just has a knife. Everyone else has left their weapons at his feet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I will give a philosophy speech and impress them with my philosophy.
You could.
They'll just fall
That
out.
is a legitimate option. I'm just telling you, that is a legitimate option.
Wait, what? Really?
You could. You could make that roll. It would be a very difficult roll, but you could make it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You could also just make it like a persuasion roll to like calm the situation down, if you wanted to.
Sure, yeah.
Be like, there's an army of guards coming. And hint with wink. Well, I guess that would be falsehood.
So yeah, if you want to pop over to your character sheet, it should be in player characters, in Crow Inquisitors there.
Oh, I did print out a version of it.
Okay, cool.
Let's see.
But yeah, go ahead and pop over your character sheet on here. And let's see.
Yeah, nothing comes up when I...
Go to the character
on it.
sheet tab.
Okay, yeah, and then there's Crow Inquisitors, Sergio, but when
Oh,
click
right,
on
right.
It, all
I have
is
to give you
file and
control
info,
of it.
and there's
Here you
nothing.
go. You should be able to see it now. You should be able to see the character sheet
yes.
tab. Yep. So it's
Cool.
on stats and skills. Go ahead and go down until you see the skill persuasion. It's pretty far down there on the left-hand side.
Persuasion. Yes.
Yep. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna click on that D6 there, and if you have any modifiers, like if you have any other skills that you think would be like applicable here, you can add that as a fork. It's a fields of related knowledge. You can add that. Give 1 dice to it. Otherwise, you would just press submit on that field.
Are there trees outside?
Yes, but that would not help your persuasion at all.
But I have forest wise.
I know you do.
Which means that the Ents will back up my argument.
But yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah.
think it would probably just be a straight persuasion, unless you wanted to put in any elements of falsehood or intimidation to your persuasion. Then you could.
You could tell them that there's a million guards coming.
Yeah, the guards
added
would maybe
thing.
add intimidation.
Okay, so you're gonna make like a threat and say like, yeah, you know, like the guards are coming and like this better not be happening when they get here, or else this is gonna. No, so
Are the guards actually coming?
is that the truth? Because that could be the truth. You could have said like, get some guards together and come like, check this out. But that's probably what you did, to be honest. That makes sense.
There's a Titan in the square. I'm just saying. Someone get the scout
No,
troops.
we need the 3D moving gear.
Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, you'd go ahead and click on that D6 there, and then add with just a 1 for a modifier, and click submit. And there's nothing for Artha right now, unless you wanted to add a persona to it. You have 1 persona right now, and you can use persona points to add 1 dice to any skill roll. But I mean, that's something you should probably save for something more important. So yeah, and then the base obstacle is going to be against their will. So input that as. So you click submit again, and his will is the will is going to be 4 on this. So input the base obstacle as 4 and then submit it again.
Wait, what's Artha? Artha 0?
Yeah, just put Artha as 0. That's like if you wanted to add a persona point, which can add 1 dice to your pool, but you only have 1 of those, so I wouldn't.
Base obstacle is
4.
4. Submit. Whoa, I rolled.
Ooh, you failed. Okay, so you rolled a 6. If you go over the successes,
But I failed.
if you pan over the successes there, you can see what you rolled.
Did I only roll 4? I only see 4 dice. Thanks.
No, you rolled 6 dice. The other ones are like below, underneath everybody's boxes. So yeah, if you pan over the number beneath successes.
If you go to the chat window, it'll be in the bottom of the chat window.
Is it?
You got 3 out of 4. You have 1 6 you can reroll.
Oh, okay. Do I
Or
have
fate point.
to?
Yeah, so fate points in this game can be used to re-roll 6s, and you do have 1 of those, so you could use that point to re-roll that 6 if you would like to, and if that comes up as a success, which is a 4, 5, or 6, then that will make your total successes go up to 4, which would mean you succeed. Otherwise, you're going to fail.
So, what defines a success? If I rolled, so 6s
four,
are bad?
A 4, 5, or 6. No, 6s are good. 6s can be used to re-roll again. So like they open end, and you can re-roll it again. If you roll another 6, then that you re-roll that automatically, and so on and so forth.
So every time you get a success, or every time you get a 6, it's another success. So you could just keep adding. As long as you keep rolling 6s, you keep getting more successes. And yeah, basically,
But you have
on
to
the
spend a
normal
fate
dice-
point to do that. Yeah.
Right, yeah. But only once, and then it'll open end until you finish the roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, 4, 5s, and 6s on a dice succeed. 1, 2s, and 3s don't. Unless you have a gray dice, in which case it's 3, 4, 5, and 6s. But I assume, yeah, your persuasion is
he
just
doesn't,
black,
yeah.
so it's 4, 5, and 6.
He doesn't have any gray stuff, so.
Okay. So
Okay.
basically, if you get a 4, 5, or 6, it succeeds. It gives you 1 success point, basically.
Okay, and then I got. So this thing in chat box doesn't say how many I got.
If
of
you
whatever.
hover over the 3, it'll tell you what you actually rolled, each dice.
Oh, I see.
And you got 1 6, so that means if you can roll 1d6 and get.
So yeah,
try and get
if you want to
another
spend
success.
your 1 fate point, you can do that.
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh, you
If
have
don't
to
want
spend a fate point
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's on the.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll fail the persuasion roll. So.
Your fate points are on your stats and skill pages on the bottom or on the right at Arthur and Epiphanies. You can mark it down.
You
on
know,
there.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little bit more fate points just because you've started the game late.
And where are fate? Okay. Oh, I see.
You find it? Yeah.
Fate,
So I'm gonna go ahead and give you
Arthur, and
4.
Epiphanies.
I'm gonna give you 4.
Only
Oh,
4.
okay.
Come on, give him like 12.
No, that's how much you have, Alphonse. No one else
I have
has that much.
16.
You're a
Grab
fake
16
machine,
Yeah,
dude.
reroll.
Okay,
that
so
one then.
yeah, so go
So
ahead and just
knock
type
me
in.
down to 3.
Yeah, go ahead and type in /roll 1d6
Jared.
on in the chat window. /roll space 1d6.
Okay, I give myself 3 fate points.
Okay. Yep. There you go.
And then he should mark
Window.
persuasion as
Wait,
having
what do
used
I
a fate
do?
point, right?
/roll.
He has a 5 as oh yeah, you can mark that fate point that you spent on persuasion.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot about
/roll
that.
what?
/roll
space
space
1d6.
1d6.
Aw.
Yeah, that's not a
What?
success. So, yeah, so basically what happens is I think the main the woman like looks at you and just says, "You're lying."
Lying? I wasn't lying. That wasn't a lie check.
That's just what you believe. Trevor,
You're
if
lying.
you go down to your
This is a
persuasion-
trap.
Oh, sorry.
Wait,
Th-
but doesn't that mean 3 out of the 4 guards thought that it was true, though? So
No,
they
it
ran
works
away.
based on intent. So your intent was to get all of them to believe it. So
Yeah.
if you fail, you just don't get your intent. If you'd succeeded, you would get your whole intent.
Yep.
So that's how it works on it's like a pass fail.
Yeah,
thing.
I'm sorry.
Your
I
intent-
should have asked you specifically what your intent was, but your implied intent at the very least was to get everybody in the room to believe you. So.
And then because you fail, no one believes you. But if you succeeded, everyone would believe you.
Well,
Basically,
I could say that some people believe you because that would still be outside of your intent.
Because your persuasion is usually against will, isn't it?
It is usually against will. Yeah.
And most people usually have 3s. But
So-
you got a 3, so the tie would have gone to them.
Yeah, that's true. The tie would have gone to the
So-
defender.
Will, why is everybody
Um,
against Will?
But it's not a versus actually, so it would.
Nobody likes.
Oh, it wasn't a versus.
No, it wasn't. So
You're against
Well, no,
somebody
actually,
who's not a versus. Oh.
Persuasion's always the difficulty's always will.
exactly.
Right.
So if the other people's will is
Wow, now
3,
he's always the problem, huh?
so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that like
What
some
about that?
Oh,
some of the
Oh, you're right,
thugs.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say that some of the thugs like kind of like look at each other nervously and they're just like, "What?
The
guards are-
teenager on the ground.
The guards are coming. Yeah, the teenager on the ground is freaking out at this point. He's like, "We should leave. My father's gonna kill me if he finds me here." And
oh, is that kid? I'm gonna kill that kid if I find him there.
Yes, it is.
Gosh
that kid.
darn it.
Hey now.
But I think
You don't
the
have to be there.
the woman and the guy that's facing off against Cantarius, they both kind of like look at each other and they're like, "You're lying, priest." And then
No, I'm not. But okay.
and I think what happens is the woman like goes for her bow at this point. And I think the guy goes for his sword as well. So
Okay,
Trevor,
I
real
guess I'll
quick.
open fire then.
Okay.
What?
If you go to your persuasion skill, there should be an F, a D, and a P to the right of it. Just put a 1 in the F. That means you spent 1 fate point on that skill. It just catalogs how many Artha you've spent on them.
Persuasion FDP.
yes,
You
One.
put
yeah,
1 in the
one
F.
F.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
what
don't
is
think
a-
we've really been keeping track of that, unfortunately.
I
I've
have.
forgotten about that.
I've been doing it every time.
Yeah, I'll
What's
think
a
I'll
persona
remember.
point, and how do you get those?
yeah, persona point is gained when you complete a belief, and we haven't filled out any beliefs or instincts or anything like that for you yet, Trevor. But we'll do that at the end here, so you can get some fate points and stuff. But basically, if you complete a belief, if you like complete a goal that you have, then you get a persona point. So
And then if you do something that basically like changes the way your character is like on a major scale, you get a deeds.
you get a deed point. Yeah.
And they do different things. And then yeah, fate is just if you're pursuing your belief, you get a fate. complete, I believe you get persona. So.
And then Aristeria and then Epiphany.
Yeah, those are like
Typical
special
bunch of
things.
crap.
Yeah, those are special things. So if you have enough fate and stuff like that spent on a skill, or stat or whatever, then you can like do special things with those stats and skills.
And Aristeia lets you shift it gray for one like round, which basically just means it succeeds on a 3, 4, 5, or
1
6.
actually.
Yeah. And then an Epiphany shifts the whatever you're rolling permanently to gray, which is nuts. Which is why it takes 3 deeds, 10 persona, 20 fate.
Yeah.
So.
And that's total spent on that one skill.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is important to keep track of this.
Yes, it is. And I'll go through
How
and.
much does it cost to white shade something?
It's impossible to white shade something in game.
Yeah, a white shade skill is literally for gods. Only gods have white skill stuff. Like literally, there's dragons in the book.
We did see one of those earlier, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
There's wait,
white
what?
shaded lightning.
Yeah, the white shaded lightning that
Yes.
hit.
Oh, you did white shade. Oh,
Of course I did white shade lightning. It's a
I just
god.
didn't think about it. Yeah, that's great. But yeah, those succeed on 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6s, and so they only fail in 1s, and they're ridiculous. It's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally, there's dragons in the book that don't have white; they have gray. So you have to be legit like deity.
Wow.
Oh, okay, so so let's go ahead and do any of these actions. Cantarius, what are you gonna do when the Altus is happening?
Can I ride in with my horse?
No, you can't.
Oh.
Say again.
I don't think we'd fit through the
I know
door.
that Trevor tried to persuade them.
I mean,
and
it's
that they
not heavy.
failed.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, and some of the like the lesser thugs like started believing him, kind of a thing. But the woman with the bow earlier, and the guy that you're facing off against, they're both going for their weapons right now.
Oh, and I'm standing on top of them, right?
You're standing between the guy and the weapon pile. You're not standing between the girl and the weapon pile.
I mean, you're basically standing on the pile, right?
But I believe Sergio was going to attack the woman, correct?
Yes.
The guy is closer to you. Oh, but you have a bow.
Right.
Right.
Wait,
I'm gonna take the guy out then.
Okay, so you're just gonna like do a brawling to take him out, kind of a thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll all those. I'm gonna go ahead and make a speed test for both of them, to get to their respective weapons, and you guys are gonna roll your brawling and bow in opposition to them, and whoever gets the higher successes succeeds on their intent. So.
Does the superficial wound give me a modifier or no?
Yes. Wait. What modifier? What are you talking about? You have a superficial wound?
Oh, does his superficial wound give me a
His
modifier?
superficial wound will increase the ob of his, but yeah. So you'll just add 1 success to whatever you roll. Because of
Dang,
that.
son.
Hey!
Oh,
Get wrecked.
that's a good Batman roll.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
would be proud.
recite doctrine and make a fire and forage while I shoot my bow? to
No,
get
no, you
some
can't.
on this dice?
Wow, you pound that guy into the floor. Or
Yeah.
roll, whatever you're fighting.
So go ahead and you're gonna do damage based on 1.5 times your power score. What's your power score, Connor?
3, I think. Let me go back real quick.
Yeah, I think it is 3.
Yeah, 3.
So
Or does it round up?
I don't know. I don't think so. Most things in
Yeah.
Burning Wheel don't round up.
Down.
Say what the obstacle is.
It's opposed. It's just whatever they
Yeah,
roll.
it's whatever the girl. I haven't rolled for the girl yet. I'll roll right now.
So
for her.
just roll it as a
Yeah,
1.
go ahead and roll it as 1, and it will be whatever she rolls. Here for speed.
Wow, I got 1.
Wow, she's fast.
Wow,
Holy
nice.
crap.
She got 3 6s.
You
too.
might be dead, Connor.
Me?
She just ran up to you and grabbed her bow, and
She's
you're
right
blocking
behind you
someone
now.
else. Yeah, she's armed and like directly behind you. Though to be fair, she has a bow and you have a staff, and she's in melee range. But still.
3 6s on that though.
I might have already killed this guy too. So.
Wow, she got 3 6s.
So yeah, Connie, you got a 4 wound on him,
Be
which is
grateful that she doesn't have.
another superficial.
Wait, do
So-
NPCs have fate points to spend?
Some of them do. The important ones do.
Also, what's your add on your staff? Because I guarantee you got 5 successes more. I guarantee you the add on that increases it to a next level of the wound. Because you got 5 successes over him.
Is well, I don't know what you're talking about.
The add for the weapon. That's how many successes you have to have over to increase the wound to the next category.
Oh no, yeah, I'm just assuming it's superb. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he does it's a 4, so it's another superficial wound. Unfortunately, I don't think that does anything more. If he gets
Wait, superb for his weapon?
If he gets 3, yeah. Yep. He would only
Oh, I see.
So, unfortunately, another superficial wound doesn't do anything to him at the moment. If he gets 3 superficial wounds, then the obstacle penalty changes to a minus dice, which is worse. But yeah, basically you just kind of like knock him down again, and he just like has another bruise, basically.
Can I spend a fate point to roll that 6 again?
Sure. Yeah.
And if I succeed, will that change much or no?
That's the
No, actually no, it won't change anything.
Okay. Unless I roll like another 6 and then
Yeah.
roll again.
It's weird that
This-
plus
this
one
here-
Sorry, go ahead.
This is the command you want to use if you're open-ending a normal 6.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're doing it with a gray shade, you want to change that 4 to a 3. And this will automatically explode your 6s.
Yeah, if you have an explanation point. Yeah, so she succeeds at getting her. Trevor, Sergio fires, and just kind of goes off into nothing. And
Well, there's a bunch of people behind her, isn't there?
yes, but I'm gonna say it doesn't hit any of them, just arbitrarily. And then she manages to grab her bow, and then I'm not sure who she. I think she's just gonna point it at Cantarius and fire at him point blank.
What?
I think
Well,
that's
she
what's
already
gonna
went
happen.
though. She went and got her weapon.
That's gonna be her next thing.
agree.
So yeah, like what is everybody gonna do in this kind of like exchange?
I mean, I'm gonna disarm the lady.
We probably should have done intent for that because, well, unless her intent was just to get the bow.
Her intent was just to get the bow. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so his
her
intent
next
was
intent
also
should be to draw it and point it at shoot Connor.
Yeah, she either wants to kill Connor or get them to surrender.
yeah. I mean, she just wants
I
to kill
guess.
Connor. That's her intent.
Oh man, Connor, you better not mess up.
Yeah.
Can I bust down the door now with my horse?
No.
What? You have to be getting close.
My head would
I'm on
hit
a
the
horse.
door frame and we'd both fall off.
Let's actually just go ahead and take our second break here, because
Okay.
it's at the hour, and we'll come back in about 5-10 minutes or so and figure out what happens next here. See if Connor gets shot in the back. All right, stick around. We'll be right back with some more Bunny Wheel right after this.